Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're connecting from. You're welcome to today's live stream. I want to believe you can see my screen and you can also hear me loud and clear. Please confirm in the comment section you can hear me loud and clear and you can also see my screen. You're welcome, you're welcome. Sure you're having a good time. Feel so excited having you in today's live stream. If you have any question or any pair you want me to analyze, please let me know in the comment section. If there's any pair you want me to analyze, let me know in the comment section. Let me know in the comment section. So while TradingView is loading, let's look at the calendar for today. Okay, Buka, good morning. Thanks for joining. So let's look at the calendar. That's the first thing you should do before you go to the charts. You need to be aware of the major news that will be released for that day, and for that currency you plan to trade for the day. So you need to know the major news that will be released for that currency. So today is 3rd of March, and the governor of Bank of Japan has spoken. That was around 4 a.m. Nigerian time. I think 5 a.m. Nigerian time. That was when he gave this speech. And by 12:30, yeah, GBP will release its annual budget by 12:30. So if you are considering trading GBP, I would advise you wait for this news to be released before you execute a trade on GBP pairs. Wait for this news to be released before we trade GBP. So that's all we have for today. That's all we have for today. So let's go to trading view. Okay, so let's look at dollar index and yen basket. Let's start with dollar index. Remember, I said it yesterday. During the class yesterday, last week, I said dollar remains bearish below this zone, and if price breaks out from that zone, we should on the dollar. And I identified this fair value gap yesterday that dollar, if it breaks out from this zone, then it's coming for this zone, and you can see it's playing out. You can see it has filled that fair value gap. So let's see for let's see the breakouts. Okay, so you can see the breakouts. You can see the breakout. I think this breakout was yesterday. You can see this breakout from this resistance zone. This would have been the best entry for bullish dollar. This would have been the best entry for bullish dollar after price broke out from this resistance zone. You can see. So buying the dollar from the current market price is risky. It's risky. This is where you should have entered the buy on the dollar. This is where you should have bought. So you can see price has already gone far. Price has already gone far. Personally, I would not buy dollar from the current market price. I wouldn't. If you had missed this first opportunity, you had another opportunity to buy here. So if you have missed the first opportunity, the second opportunity, I would suggest you just let go, okay? Or you wait for price to pull back, apply your Fibonacci. You could take it from this swing low to this swing high. Okay, wait for price to pull back to a discount. So this is what you do. You can take it from this swing low to swing high. Okay, take it from swing low to swing high. Okay, so you want to see price discount. So if you work with this swing low and this swing high, discount will be okay. So want it to come to this fair value gap here. Okay, want it to sell to this fair value gap here. Okay, it could come here. You could also work with this swing low. So it's either it comes to that or you work with this. You wait for it to pull back to a fair value gap. So let's go to 1 hour. So where do we have a fair value gap here? So this is a swing low, this is a swing high. So you might want to wait for price to pull back to this fair value gap, which is at a discount. Okay, you want to wait for price to pull back to this fair value gap, which is at a discount before you buy it. Okay, wait for a reversal. Don't buy from the current market price. The risk is high. So that's my take for the dollar. I am still bullish on the dollar. I am still bullish on the dollar. I'm still bullish on the dollar. Also considering the ongoing global crisis. Okay, remember the dollar is a safe haven instrument. Gold also is a safe haven instrument. I said it yesterday. Don't sell gold right now. Don't sell gold right now. A lot of investors, institutions would invest in gold this period. Okay, so don't sell dollar. Every sell you see on the dollar is reversal. Sorry, on gold. Every sell you see on gold is reversal. Don't sell gold right now. Okay, don't sell gold. Be careful trading gold this period. Be very careful because gold will be very volatile. Very volatile. Brokers will increase spread. You would experience a lot of spike on gold because of the global crisis. Okay, so that's it. And dollar also is is bullish. Is bullish. Okay. So let me check the monthly time frame on dollar. Let's see the next draw on liquidity on the monthly time frame. The next draw on liquidity on the monthly time frame is this high. This high here is the next draw on liquidity on the monthly time frame. Okay, that's the next draw on liquidity. If price breaks out from this high, then dollar might come fill this gap here. It might come fill this gap here. When it will fill it, I don't know, but it might come fill this gap. So if it breaks out from this next draw, it breaks out from this next draw, it could come fill this gap before selling. So be careful trading against the dollar. Okay, so let's look at yen. If there's any pair you want me to analyze, let me know in the comment section. Let me know in the comment section. I said it yesterday in the class. I said yen. Let's start with the weekly time frame. Yen is at a discount. Remember, I said it yesterday, and yen might pull back. You can see it came back to this discount. So yen might be bullish today. Yen might be bullish today. Let's see. Let's go down to lower time frame. I think it's just filled a fair value gap on a lower time frame. So let's see if it got here. Let's see. Can you see that? Can you see that? Can you see that? The reason after it filled this gap, after it filled the gap, see how the market reacted. You can see. You can see. You can see. See how the market respected that fair value gap. You can see. So price pulled into that fair value gap. We had a spinning candle, a bearish spinning candle. The next candle closed as an inverted hammer. The body is bearish, and when you have these bearish bullish reversal patterns, you're supposed to wait for the next candle to close bullish before you buy. And this next candle closed bullish, so this would have been the best entry for yen. This would have been the best entry for yen. So yen is bullish at the moment. Yen is bullish at the moment. You would only considering selling yen if it breaks out from this support. Now, this is a support area. This is a demand area. Okay, this is a support. This is a demand area, and you would only consider selling if price breaks out from this demand. If a candle closes below this zone, this demand zone, that's an indication that supply is higher than demand. And when supply is higher than demand, what would you expect price to do? Price should drop. Price should drop. Okay, so that is it. Yen is bullish at the moment. Okay, yen is bullish at the moment. So let's go to the chart. Let's go to the chart. I'm currently waiting for Euro Aussie to close and give me a buy. You can see here, Euro Aussie said wait for a bullish setup. So I'm waiting for the current 4-hour candle to close. If it closes bullish, I'm going to buy. I dropped an analysis into group. Most of you saw it. I'm looking at Aussie. So I've seen, you can see Euro is what I'm waiting for. Okay, that's what I'm waiting for. So those of you that have the Signal software, those of you that have the Signal software, when you renew your subscription, you're gonna get this for you're gonna have access to this one I'm just building. You're gonna have access to it. Okay. What's the difference between this one and this one I'm creating now? This one is day for day traders. Day traders, you have to wait for the daily candle to close you before you execute trade or before you know the trend of the market. But this one I'm creating now, I'm building now is for 4 hours. 4 hours, okay, 4 hours. It's after the close of 4-hour candle, you know if you are going to buy or sell a currency. That's just the difference. Okay. So you can either use the 4-hour or the day, depending on which time frame suits you. Okay. So GBP USD, you can see GBP USD has given us a bearish setup for some days now. Okay, the sell started from this point. This is where GU gave us the sell. This is where the subject gave us a sell from this point, and it has sold. It has done over 100 pips. Remember, I said once the market has moved in that direction, in one direction above 100 pips, you should not take that trade. So by now, if you have this software, you should have taken profit on GBP USD. You should have taken profit on GBP USD. This is not the time for you to sell. You can see now that price is at discount. Price at discount, and at discount, you are not looking for opportunity to sell but to buy. Okay, so you should be out of the sell. Okay, then now that price at discount, you wait for the buyers to change to bullish before you buy. So right now, you should not sell, please. You should not sell. This would have been the right time to sell. Please don't sell. Okay, don't sell. It has done over 100 pips. Though the trend is still bearish, this is not the right time to sell. Same thing for GBP or Euro USD. The bias is bearish and it gave us that sell signal after the formation of this candle. That was when it gave us this bearish signal. So this is where you should have entered your sell, and I think it has done more than 100 pips. It has done, you can see, over 150 pips. So you shouldn't be the one selling from this point. No, you have already missed this move. You have to wait for the next opportunity. And you can see price is at discount. This indicates that the market might reverse anytime soon. Anytime soon. So you shouldn't be the one selling at a discount area. I hope that is clear. I hope that is clear. Okay, Euro Aussie. Let's look at Euro Aussie. Euro Aussie. Euro Aussie has been bearish for days now, for weeks. Euro Aussie has been, yesterday was strongly bearish. You can see the signal here, bearish. So Euro Aussie has been bearish, 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 bearish. Okay, but I believe after the close of today's candle, the bias is likely going to change to bullish after the close of today's candle. So after the close of today's candle, you can see it's kind of forming a pattern, a bullish reversal pattern, but we need to wait for the candle to close. Okay, so if it closes bullish, an hammer forms at the close of the day, then we would expect a bullish bias. Then we should be looking for buys. But if you go down to 4-hour, you don't want to wait for the daily candle to close. So you can see on 4-hour, we had this is an hammer. This is also an hammer. You can see these are bearish hammer, bearish hammer. And when you have bearish hammer like this in a downward trend, all you need to do is wait for the next candle to close bullish before you buy. Wait for the next candle to close bullish. So this is the this current 4 hour candle might close bullish. I think this candle will close by 11 a.m. It will close by 11 a.m. So if it's closed bullish, that will be the right time to risk. That will be the right time to risk buying Euro Australian dollar. Okay, this is one of the pair I want to trade today because there's no news for Euro, there's no news for Australia. That is why I'm also interested in trading Euro Australian dollar. For the dollar, I'm avoiding the dollar because this week we have a lot of major news that will be released from the United States, and on Friday, NFP will be released. That's why I'm avoiding the dollar pair. That's why I'm avoiding the dollar pair. Okay, so Euro Aussie, and today I'm trading Euro Aussie and Australian dollar JPY. I've executed a trade on Euro on Australian dollar JPY, buying selling. Sorry, I'm selling Australian dollar JPY, and that is a massive profit. That is a massive profit. Okay, let me show you Australian dollar JPY. I took a sell. Let's see. Okay, Australian dollar JPY. Let me show you the reason I took a sell. You can see. Can you see the reason for the sell? We had a shooting star here, and the next candle. Remember, when you have a shooting star, a bullish shooting star, you wait for the next candle to close bearish, and you can see, and you have the indicator pointing down that it's time to sell. That is why I took the sell trade on Australian dollar JPY this morning, and I'm in massive profits, over 40 pips now on Australian dollar JPY. Okay, I decided to trade Australian dollar JPY because there is no major news for Australia, and the governor of Bank of Japan has already given a speech by 5 a.m. Okay, so I'm selling Australian dollar JPY. Okay. Which other pair do you want me to analyze? Let's look at gold. So you can see gold is giving us, you can see this is where gold gave us a sell signal. So gold is likely going to sell. Probably might pull back to this fair value gap here. Yeah, gold might maybe reverse to this fair value gap, but remember gold is bullish. So if you want to buy gold, you might want to wait for it to pull back, because if you apply your Fibonacci from this swing low, yeah, swing low to swing high, you can see. So it might pull back to this zone before going bullish. So that's my take on gold. That's my take on gold. Gold is bullish. Gold is bullish. Wait for price to pull back to a discount area. You can see we have a lot of support here, a lot of support. This is like a support zone too. So wait for price to pull back. You can see this low is an area of liquidity. They know after the formation of this candle, most retail traders would have executed. You had an armor here, you had an inverted armor here. So what would you do as a retail traders? As a retail trader, you would have bought yesterday. That was last night, and they know your stop loss is here. They know your stop loss. This is where you set your stop loss, or you set it a few pips below. So there's a high probability. There's a high probability they are going to come for this low. For those that attended the session I had yesterday, I told you guys they are likely, since the trend is bullish, they are likely going to come for sell side liquidity before going for buy side liquidity. Gold is not going to buy until it sweeps this low. It's not going to buy until it sweeps this low. So don't consider buying until this low is swept. Don't consider buying. It's going to sweep this low. It's going to take the liquidity residing at this low. Any question? GBP JPY. GBP JPY. Let's see GBP JPY. Where is GBP JPY? GBP JPY. Okay, let me see. GBP JPY has been selling. You can see it gave us the sell signal here. You can see it. GBP JPY has been selling. You can see. Man, you can't. You just have to get this. You have to get this off trade. You can see. So we had a spine in top. We had an hanging man. We had a spine in. So it gave us. You can see the arrow is indicating time to sell. After the close of this bearish candle, you are supposed to have sold. This should have been the entry. I missed this move. I missed this move on GJ. I missed this move. But I'm not feeling bad because I have a trade on Australian dollar JPY. I have a trade on Australian dollar JPY. Okay. So this is where you set your stop loss. Set your stop loss. And when you are trading, executing trade using this indicator, so your stop loss will be the high. Where you have that, your stop loss will be the high of that. Okay. And your risk reward is 1 to 2. So if you had entered at this point, sell, your stop loss would have been, let's say, 50 pips, and you go for 100 pips. You go for 100 pips, and I think it has done over 100 pips. So this is not the right time to sell. This is not the right time to sell. Though GJ is bearish, this is not the right time to sell. It's very important that you catch the trend at its early phase. Catch the trend at its early phase. It is very important. It is very important. So you have missed this move. You have missed this move. You can see the indicator gave us a sell here. I believe you can see the arrow. It gave us a sell here. If you had sold here, you would have made more than 1 to 2 risk reward here. It gave us a sell here. It gave us a buy here. You can see it gave us a buy. If you had bought here, you would have made good profit. It gave us a sell here. You can see it failed at this point. It failed. This one failed. It didn't fail, did it? Yeah, it failed. This one failed. This one failed. It gave us this here. You can see it gave us a buy here. This one bought. And now this indicator does not repaint. It does not repaint. It does not repaint. Here it gave us a sell. Okay, there's an arrow here. It gave us a sell. And what happened? Price dropped. You can see here also it gave us a sell. You can see the arrow here. It gave us a sell. And what happened? Price dropped. Here also you can see it gave us a buy here. You can see the arrow here. It gave us a buy. You can see. And what happened? Price went up. It gave us a sell here. What happened? Price sold here. And also it gave us a buy here. Price went up, but this didn't go far. This didn't go far, but at least you would have made some profits on this buy. You can see this, and it does not repaint. It does not repaint. You can see here it gave us a sell here. You can see this is an engulfing pattern. It gave us a sell here. What happened? It gave us a buy here. What happened? It gave us a sell here. You can see what happened. You can see the massive profits. You see this? He gave us a sell here. It's actually sold, but this didn't go far. So this one it failed. As far as I'm concerned, this one failed. This one failed. He gave us a buy here. What happened? Price went up. Massive profit. It gave us a sell here. What happened? It sold. Gave us a buy here. What happened? It bought. Gave us a sell here. What happened? It sold. Gave us a buy here. What happened? It bought. You can see gave us a sell here. It sold, but this didn't really go far. This would have been 1 to 1. This wasn't up to 1 to 2. What happened here? It gave us a buy here. What happened? Price went up. All you need to make profit with this system is patience. Just patiently wait for it to give you a valid signal and just execute. Just wait for it to give you a valid signal and you execute it. That's it. So the next phase now is I'm trying to fix it so that it can send you notification on your mobile app. You can receive notification on your mobile app. Once there's a valid buy or sell signal, it will send you a message on your mobile app with stop loss and take profit. Stop loss and take profit. It will send it to you. So even if you are busy, in as much as you have access to your phone, you can always execute trade. And for those of you that will be on laptop, you can execute on laptop. Once you execute your trade, once you click on the new order, you execute your trade, it should be able to set your stop loss and your take profit for you. You don't have to be doing that manually. Once you click buy or sell, it's just set your take profit and your stop loss for you. But for those of you who be using your mobile phone, you have to, it will send you the stop loss and the take profit. You have to set it manually. Okay, you have to set it. So you can see it gave us a buy here, and what happened? Price went up. It gave us a sell here. What happened? It sold. It gave us a buy here. What happened? Price went up. It gave us a sell here. What happened? Price came down. But before price even got to your TP, it still bought. This one failed. This one failed. You can see it failed. This one failed. This one, we won this one. You can see this one failed. This one also failed. This one didn't go that far. You can see it's actually bought, but it didn't go that far. Give us a sell here. What happened? Profit. You gave us a sell here. You can see it here, but this one failed. This one failed. This one hit stop loss. So you can't win everything. You can't win everything. You will lose some. So you gave us a buy here. You can see this buy. And what happened? Price went up. Okay. So for those of you who have the Signal software, once you renew your subscription, you get this for free. Okay, as bonus, you get this as bonus. And like I said, I'm giving you guys discounts. I'm giving you guys a discount of $10, $10 on your subscription fee, $10 on your subscription fee. Okay, I'm giving you a discount, and you also get this. Hopefully by Friday, I should be done with this. I should have fixed the push notification and the execution. Okay. Any other question? Any other question? We've looked at GBP/JPY. GBP/JPY is bearish, but this is not the right time for you to sell. This is not the right time for you to sell. Please don't sell now. You've missed the opportunity. You have missed the opportunity. Any other question? 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 And for those of you who would like to get this software, if you don't have the Signal software, you want to get this, you pay just $20 for 1 month subscription. Just $20. Just $20. And I will be given 5 persons, just 5 persons, lifetime access for $100. Just 5 persons. Just 5 persons. We have lifetime access for just $100. Just first 5 persons. First 5 persons. Okay, I'm gonna give you lifetime access for just $100. Lifetime access, lifetime, just 5 persons. Any other question? Any other question? Which other page do you want us to analyze? Let me know. Let me know. Which other page do you want me to analyze? Let me know. 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 USDJPY is still bullish. USDJPY is bullish. Remember, the dollar is bullish. The dollar is bullish. So USDJPY is still bullish. USDJPY is still bullish. Okay, it's still bullish. USDJPY is still bullish, but price is at premium right now. This is not the right time for you to buy. It gave us the buy signal after the formation of this hammer. That was when it gave us the buy signal. So this is where you should have entered buy. So if you had missed this move, though the trend is still bullish, this is not the right time for you to buy. Though the trend is still bullish, this is not the right time for you to buy. You have missed the move. You have missed the move. This is not the right time to buy. I gave this call. That was on Monday or Tuesday. Yeah, yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. Buy. So you're not supposed to buy at the current market price. So if you want to trade today, I would suggest Euro Aussie. There's still good opportunity on Euro Aussie. Okay, there's still great opportunity. Now let me show you something that happened on Euro Aussie. Let me show you something that happened on Euro Aussie. See how the market respected this fair value gap. So if you go down to after the formation of this candlestick here, let me start with the daily. Okay, so after the formation of this 4-hour candle here, that looks like an hammer, this candle. Let's go down to 1 hour. So you can see on 1 hour, we had this engulfing pattern on 1 hour time frame. See, we had this engulfing pattern. And what happened this morning? If you go down to lower time frame, 15 minutes, 5 minutes, 1 minute, there's a fair value gap here. Let's go to 15 minutes. So on 15 minutes, we had this fair value gap on 15 minutes. What happened? Price broke out from that fair value gap for a reason. For a reason, it broke out from that fair value gap because there is a fair value gap below this fair value gap on 1 minute time frame. On 1 minute time frame, and it filled that fair value gap. Really, it filled that fair value gap. What happened? Price respected that fair value gap and reversed. You can see. Oh, please wait for me now. The way this guy is flying, please wait for me. Wait for me. I've not executed a trade. You can see the fair value gap here. You can see. Can you see how it's respected that fair value gap? Can you see? Immediately you feel that fair value gap, a bullish reversal pattern formed. You can see the bullish reversal pattern. Immediately you filled it. You can see the fair value gap. This is the fair value gap. Immediately you filled it. Look at the pattern that formed. Hammer. You can see hammer candle formed. You can see it. Then the next bullish candle engulfed it, and it has been buying from that point. Please wait for me. Wait for me. Let me see how many people it has done from this point. It has done 58 pips. Wow. Wow, that's massive. My entry will be, I think I would have to wait for a reversal. I wouldn't just jump in. I would wait for a reversal before. Let me see, 15 minutes. Okay. So I'm going to take a trade. I'm going to return the 70% of my daily drawdown on my first trade. Once the 4-hour candle closes, I'm going to buy. Then if it reverses, I'm going to take more trade. So I'm willing to risk $50 on this trade. My first trade, I'm going to risk $35. If price reverses to a discount area, I would risk the remaining $15. That's how I'm going to trade Euro Aussie. Please give the video a thumbs up if you haven't done that. Give the video a thumbs up. Any question, any question, any question? You have any question, let me know. Let me know. Is there any other pair you want me to analyze? Is there any other pair you want me to analyze? Is there any other pair you want me to analyze? Let me know in the comment section. Is there any other pair you want me to analyze? And you can do with this software, you can do your analysis on just one chart. You don't have to be switching from one chart to the other. Just click on the currency pair and it will bring up the chart. Okay, we are on Euro USD now. If I click on GBP USD, it brings up GBP USD chart. If I click on gold, it brings up gold chart. You can see it bring up gold chart. And just click on the pair and it will bring up the chart. This is Australian dollar USD. You can see. So any question, any question, any question, any question, any question. Any question, any question. Any question, any question, any question. Ebuka, James, Sister Milola, any question, let me know. Ensure you are amongst the first 5 persons, the 5 persons that will have access to this software, lifetime access. Ensure you are amongst the 5 persons. Okay. Monthly subscription will be $20 every month. But lifetime access, I want to give lifetime access to just 5 persons for just $100. Lifetime access for just $100. All right, no question, no question. Okay, so no question. So if there are no questions, that will be all for this session. That will be all for this session. I appreciate every one of you for your participation, and I wish you all a profitable trading day. Ensure you apply proper risk and money management. Ensure you apply proper risk and money management. Okay, there's a lot happening all around the world that could influence, the volatility, the market volatility. So you have to be very careful this period. You have to be very careful this period. So, like I've always preached, ensure you apply stop loss on all your trade. If you are not using stop loss, you are gambling. You are gambling and you will not be a consistently profitable trader if you are not applying stop loss on your trade. Before you execute a trade, you should know where you are going to set your stop loss. You should know how much you're going to lose if the market goes against you. That is how professionals trade. That is how professionals trade. So don't gamble with your hard-earned money. Gamblers don't win in this business. They don't win in this business. You have a great day.